Listen closely, because today this message has the power to change your life. Life is not going to hand you victories wrapped in silver bows. Life does not reward laziness, excuses, or half-hearted effort. Life rewards those who dare to rise up, push past resistance, and work hard until they win. Success requires relentless effort because life does not hand victories to those who wait passively. It is earned through sacrifice, commitment, and the willingness to endure what others avoid. Every great achievement in history was born from long nights, early mornings, and an unshakable dedication to a vision. Success is not an event that suddenly appears. It is the result of consistent choices that compound over time, choices that demand more from you than you think you have to give. Relentless effort means refusing to stop even when the world seems to be against you. When you decide to chase success, you must understand that the path will not be smooth. Obstacles will rise like mountains. Distractions will pull at your focus, and doubt will whisper in your mind. But relentless effort silences those doubts through action. It is the fuel that keeps you moving when your body is exhausted and your mind says you've done enough. Success asks, how bad do you want it? And the answer is proven not in your words, but in your grind. There are countless people with talent, intelligence, and potential, yet they remain stuck in mediocrity because they lack relentless effort. Talent without discipline fades, and intelligence without action accomplishes nothing. What separates the successful from the average is not ability. It is persistence. It is the decision to push forward when others decide it is easier to quit. Relentless effort demands sacrifice. You may have to trade comfort for growth, leisure for labor, and entertainment for education. You may lose sleep, you may lose friends, and you may lose moments of ease, but every sacrifice becomes an investment in your future. Success requires that you give up what is temporary for what is lasting, what is easy for what is meaningful. At times, your effort will seem unnoticed. You will work tirelessly without applause, and you may feel invisible. But those hidden seasons of work are the very moments that shape you. The world may not see the hours you put in, but when your breakthrough arrives, it will be undeniable. The harvest always comes to those who keep sowing seeds, even when no one claps for them. Relentless effort is not glamorous. It is often lonely. While others relax, you are building. While others sleep, you are learning. While others give excuses, you are taking action. It is in those lonely hours that strength is forged and resilience is born. Success demands that you outlast the temporary comfort that steals dreams and stand firm in the discipline that creates them. Effort must be consistent, not occasional. Anyone can work hard for a day, but true success belongs to those who show up every day with the same intensity. Consistency transforms effort into momentum, and momentum transforms dreams into reality. The person who refuses to stop is unstoppable, no matter how long the process takes. There will be moments when progress feels slow, when the results don't match the energy you've invested. Those moments are the most dangerous because they test your belief. Relentless effort is what carries you through when progress is invisible. It is what keeps you planting seeds even when the soil looks barren, trusting that growth is happening beneath the surface. Every step you take, no matter how small, builds towards your success. The world rewards those who keep going, not those who stop halfway. Effort compounds. Every extra hour of study, every extra rep at the gym, every extra call in business, it all stacks up until one day the breakthrough arrives. Success is not sudden, and it is the accumulation of relentless effort applied day after day. To achieve greatness, you must be willing to work harder than you ever imagined. You must be willing to do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Relentless effort is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the key that unlocks doors others think are closed forever. Without it, success remains a distant dream. With it, success becomes inevitable. Pressure builds greatness because it is in the moments of challenge that hidden strength is revealed. No one discovers how much they are capable of when life is easy and comfortable. Comfort keeps potential buried, while pressure forces it to the surface. When resistance shows up, it is not a signal to retreat, but an invitation to grow. The weight you carry, the difficulties you face, and the problems you encounter are not punishments. They are the training ground for greatness. Think of how nature operates. A seed must be pressed into the darkness of the soil before it can grow into a tree. The pressure of the earth forces it to break open and release life. Without the pressure, the seed remains dormant. In the same way, your dreams, your abilities, and your purpose remain hidden until pressure cracks you open and calls forth what is inside of you. Every champion you admire was shaped by adversity. Athletes endure the pressure of training, sweat, and pain before they stand on podiums. Entrepreneurs endure rejection, setbacks, and failures before their businesses thrive. Leaders endure criticism, loneliness, and doubt before they gain influence. The common thread is not that life spared them from pressure, but that pressure refined them into who they were meant to become. Pressure reveals character. When everything falls apart, when plans fail, and when nothing seems to work, that is when the truth about your resilience emerges. It is easy to look strong when life is easy, but greatness is proven when you remain unshaken in the storm. The pressure exposes what you truly believe about yourself and your future. Those who shrink back under it remain ordinary, but those who rise through it are the ones who leave a mark. Many people run from pressure because it feels painful and uncomfortable, but avoiding it robs them of growth. Resistance in life is like resistance in the gym. The very thing that feels heavy is the same thing that builds strength. If you never lift against weight, your muscles never grow. If you never face challenges, your spirit never matures. What you avoid today may be the very thing that holds the key to your greatness. Pressure also teaches you to value success. If everything came easily, achievements would feel cheap and meaningless. The long nights, the tears, the sacrifices, and the weight of struggle make victory sweet. Without the process, there is no pride in the outcome. The climb makes the summit worth standing on. Greatness does not come from ease. It comes from enduring the uphill battle that most refuse to take. When pressure surrounds you, it pushes you beyond your limits. It forces creativity, innovation, and resilience. Some of the best ideas are born in crisis, when comfort is no longer an option. The mind becomes sharper, the heart becomes tougher, and the vision becomes clearer when you are under strain. Without pressure, you would never know what levels you could reach or what solutions you could create. Pressure humbles you and builds gratitude. It strips away arrogance and entitlement, reminding you that nothing great is achieved without cost. The struggle gives you appreciation for every small step forward. People who have faced true pressure carry a depth of wisdom and compassion that those who lived only in ease will never understand. Their greatness is not just in what they achieved, but in the character they developed through the process. Pressure also separates the committed from the casual. Anyone can talk about dreams, but pressure tests whether you are willing to pay the price. When the heat rises, some give up, but those who remain prove their seriousness. This separation is necessary because greatness is not for everyone. It is for those who can endure what others escape. In the end, pressure is not your enemy, but your ally. It may feel like it is trying to break you, but in reality, it is building you. It molds, shapes, and strengthens you into a version of yourself you could never become without it. Those who understand this truth stop fearing pressure and start embracing it, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity to step closer to greatness. Discipline beats potential because potential without structure remains only an idea. Many people are overflowing with natural talent, intelligence, or creativity, yet they remain stagnant because they never learn the art of consistency. Discipline is what takes the raw material of potential and molds it into achievement. It is the bridge between what you are capable of and what you actually accomplish. Without discipline, potential is nothing more than a promise unfulfilled, a dream left untouched, a possibility that never becomes reality. Potential can give you a head start, but discipline determines whether you finish the race. How many times have you seen people with extraordinary ability fail to rise, while those with ordinary ability but extraordinary discipline rise to the top? The world is full of wasted potential. People who could have been great but lack the daily habits to carry them there. Discipline ensures that no matter how gifted you are or are not, you keep moving forward when others fall behind. Discipline is about showing up when you don't feel like it. Talent is easy when motivation is high, but discipline thrives when motivation disappears. The disciplined person does not wait for inspiration. They create results through consistent action, while others wait for the perfect mood or the perfect time. Discipline demands that you do the work now. That steady rhythm of effort, repeated day after day, will always outperform bursts of occasional brilliance. Discipline beats potential because it creates reliability. Potential may promise flashes of greatness, but discipline guarantees progress. Employers, leaders, and communities rely not on those who could do something amazing, but on those who will keep showing up and producing consistently. Reliability builds trust, and trust opens doors that talent alone cannot unlock. The disciplined individual becomes valuable not because of what they might do, but because of what they continually prove they can do. Discipline also teaches humility. Potential can make a person arrogant, thinking success will naturally flow to them. But discipline requires humility to admit that hard work is necessary, that every day must be approached with diligence, and that greatness is earned, not handed out. Discipline strips away entitlement and replaces it with perseverance. It creates a character that is steady, focused, and grounded in reality. The fruits of discipline are not always visible immediately, but they are inevitable. Potential often burns out because it expects quick results, while discipline keeps pressing even when results are slow. Like a farmer who plants and waters faithfully, discipline understands that growth takes time. Each small act of consistency compounds, building a foundation that cannot be shaken. This steady investment ensures that in the long run, the disciplined individual will always surpass the one who relies solely on talent. Discipline also creates freedom. At first, it feels restrictive to deny yourself ease and comfort. But over time, discipline gives you control over your future. A disciplined body enjoys health, a disciplined mind enjoys focus, and a disciplined life enjoys opportunities. Potential, on the other hand, often leads to frustration when it is not harnessed by discipline. Without structure, potential becomes wasted energy, while discipline channels energy into results. Discipline builds habits that carry you when willpower runs low. Potential relies on bursts of energy and excitement, but discipline forms routines that no longer require debate or decision. Habits formed by discipline make success automatic. They turn effort into lifestyle and lifestyle into legacy. Potential may shine for a moment, but discipline ensures that greatness endures across a lifetime. When discipline is in place, setbacks cannot destroy you. Potential collapses under pressure because it has never been tested by consistent effort. Discipline, however, builds resilience. The disciplined person knows how to keep moving even when life gets hard. They do not give up after failure. They adjust and continue. This ability to endure separates those who succeed from those who simply had the possibility of success. Ultimately, discipline transforms you into the kind of person success is attracted to. Opportunities chase those who are consistent, not those who are merely gifted. Success recognizes discipline as the proof of seriousness. Potential might open the first door, but discipline is what keeps the door from closing. With discipline, even the smallest potential can be multiplied into greatness, while the greatest potential without discipline shrivels into regret. The right time is now, because waiting for perfect conditions is nothing more than an illusion. Too many people convince themselves that one day, when the stars align, they will finally take action on their dreams. They say they will start when they feel ready, when they have more money, when they have more time, when they have more support. But the truth is, that day never arrives. Life will always present new obstacles, new excuses, and new reasons to delay. If you do not act now, you risk never acting at all. Every moment you wait, opportunities pass by silently. Time is a resource that cannot be recovered once lost, and every hour wasted on hesitation is an hour you could have invested in building your future. The right time is not some distant date written on a calendar. It is not after the fear goes away or after conditions improve. The right time is this very moment, because what you do today determines the foundation for tomorrow. Those who achieve greatness are not the ones who wait for the perfect chance. They are the ones who create it. They act boldly even when they are uncertain. They step forward even when they do not feel completely prepared. Action itself brings clarity, and movement creates momentum. By starting now, you put yourself in the position to grow, learn, and adapt along the way. Waiting only keeps you stagnant while others move ahead. Fear often disguises itself as wisdom, whispering that you should wait for better timing. But fear will never release its grip if you feed it with delay. The only way to silence fear is to act in spite of it. Confidence is not built before you act. It is built through action. By stepping forward now, you teach yourself that you are capable, that you can endure uncertainty, and that progress belongs to the bold. The right time is now, because tomorrow is not promised. None of us know how much time we truly have. Every day is a gift, and to postpone action is to take that gift for granted. How many people leave this world with dreams buried inside of them because they kept waiting for someday? Someday is not on the calendar. Only today is real, and only today can move you closer to the life you desire. Starting now gives you the advantage of compounding progress. Small steps taken consistently grow into massive results over time. But the longer you delay, the longer you postpone the rewards of your labor. Success is built in layers, one brick at a time, and every brick laid today makes the structure stronger tomorrow. If you refuse to lay the brick now, you will still be staring at an empty lot years from today. The right time is now, because action itself transforms you. When you move, you begin to unlock creativity and energy that waiting can never produce. Ideas multiply when you put them into practice. Confidence expands when you take risks. Momentum grows as you keep moving. Nothing changes until you act, and once you act, everything begins to change. Waiting for the right time is often just waiting for the easy way. but there is no easy way to greatness. The beginning will always be uncomfortable, the process will always be demanding, and the cost will always feel heavy. Yet, that is what makes the reward worthwhile. Acting now, even when conditions are not perfect, builds resilience and determination that waiting will never provide. The right time is now because hesitation kills dreams faster than failure ever could. Failure at least teaches lessons, gives experience, and builds wisdom. Hesitation, on the other hand, teaches nothing. It leaves you with regret, wondering what could have been if you had simply taken the first step. Regret is always heavier than failure. And the longer you wait, the heavier that regret will become. When you act now, you separate yourself from the masses. Most people are content to delay, to keep dreaming without ever doing. By choosing to start immediately, you place yourself in the minority, the doers, the builders, the achievers. You create momentum while others stay still, and that momentum becomes the force that propels you forward. The right time is not when everything is ready. The right time is when you decide to begin, and that decision must be made today. Persistence is the path to victory because nothing great is ever achieved in a straight line. The road to success is filled with setbacks, detours, and disappointments that will test your resolve. Many people begin with excitement, but when the first obstacle appears, they surrender. Persistence is the difference between those who quit at the first sign of difficulty and those who keep pressing forward until they break through. Victory does not belong to the fastest or the strongest. It belongs to those who simply refuse to stop. Persistence means showing up even when progress feels invisible. There will be days when your effort seems to produce no results, when it looks like nothing is changing, and when your labor feels wasted. But persistence understands that progress is not always seen in the moment. It is accumulating beneath the surface. Just as a seed grows roots before it ever breaks through the soil, your persistence is preparing a harvest that will reveal itself in due time. Every failure along the way is not a signal to quit, but a lesson to learn. Persistence turns failure into feedback, using it as a tool for growth instead of a reason for retreat. Each time you stumble and rise again, you become wiser, stronger, and better equipped for the journey ahead. Those who persist are not those who never fall, but those who refuse to stay down. Persistence builds character that temporary effort never could. It strengthens patience, resilience, and determination. The process of continuing despite resistance shapes you into someone capable of handling the weight of victory once it arrives. Without persistence, even if success came, you would not have the maturity to sustain it. The struggle you endure along the way is not punishment. It is preparation for the greater future that persistence is leading you to. When you persist, you outlast those who were more talented but less determined. The world is filled with people who started with more resources, more skill, or more opportunity, yet they fell away because they lacked endurance. Persistence allows the ordinary to achieve what the extraordinary could not because persistence is rarer than talent. The person who refuses to quit will always rise higher than the one who quits too soon. Persistence demands that you keep moving forward, even in small steps. It does not always mean giant leaps. Sometimes persistence looks like crawling through the storm. What matters is not the speed, but the refusal to stop moving. Every small step forward keeps you in the race. And over time, those small steps accumulate into great distances covered. Victory is not given to those who move the fastest, but to those who never stop moving. There will be voices of doubt, both inside you and around you, telling you to give up. People will question why you continue, why you keep pushing when results are slow. But persistence is fueled not by the opinions of others, but by the vision inside of you. It is the inner conviction that says, I cannot quit because what is ahead of me is worth more than what I feel right now. That inner fire is what keeps persistence alive when everything else tries to extinguish it. Persistence teaches you to value the reward. When you have fought, sacrificed, and endured for something, victory becomes more than just a prize. It becomes a testimony of your journey. Those who quit easily never taste the sweetness of a hard-fought victory. It is persistence that makes achievement meaningful, because the cost you paid makes the outcome priceless. Persistence also builds momentum. The more you continue, the stronger your faith in the process becomes. Each day you endure adds another layer of confidence, another reminder that you are capable of surviving and advancing. This momentum carries you through the darkest nights, reminding you that you have already come too far to turn back. The more you persist, the harder it becomes for failure to stop you. At the heart of persistence lies belief that no matter how many times you are delayed, denied, or defeated, the final outcome will favor you if you do not quit. Victory is not reserved for the most gifted or the most privileged. It is reserved for those who refuse to stop pressing forward, those who decide that no matter how long it takes, they will keep moving until they arrive at their destination. Persistence is not glamorous, but it is unstoppable, and it is the surest path to victory. Legacy over excuses means choosing to live for something greater than temporary comfort or fleeting convenience. Excuses are easy to make because they protect you from responsibility, but they also rob you of destiny. Every time you choose an excuse, you trade away the opportunity to build a legacy that could outlive you. Excuses satisfy you in the moment, but legacy rewards you for a lifetime and beyond. The person who decides to prioritize legacy understands that their actions today echo into tomorrow, shaping how they will be remembered and what they will leave behind. Excuses are small and self-centered, focusing only on immediate feelings and difficulties. They say, I can't because it's hard, or I'll wait because it's not the right time. Legacy, on the other hand, is big and outward focused. It asks, what impact will my life have on others? What story will my children tell about me? What difference will my work make after I am gone? Those who chase legacy understand that their life is bigger than themselves, and because of this, they refuse to let excuses steal their influence. Choosing legacy over excuses means accepting that responsibility is heavy but necessary. Excuses allow you to shrug off the weight of responsibility, convincing yourself that someone else will carry it or that it doesn't matter. But legacy is only built by those willing to bear the weight, to endure the cost, and to take action even when it feels uncomfortable. The ones who build something that lasts are the ones who consistently say yes to responsibility when others hide behind excuses. Excuses create cycles of regret, while legacy creates cycles of inspiration. Excuses lead to looking back at life wondering what could have been if only you had tried harder, pushed longer, or believed deeper. Legacy leaves behind a story of perseverance that inspires others to continue where you left off. While excuses end with you, legacy begins with you and continues through the lives of others who are touched by your example. Legacy requires sacrifice, while excuses cling to comfort. To create something lasting, you must be willing to do what is inconvenient, to press beyond what is easy, and to endure what others avoid. Excuses seek the path of least resistance, but legacy is carved on the path of persistence. Every time you deny yourself the quick way out and choose the harder but meaningful way forward, You are choosing legacy over excuses. Excuses are fueled by